3-ish games. We'll
Okay.
see where we're at in 3 games. Hi,
Yep.
everybody. I think we're live.
Yeah, what's good, people?
That's what it says we are. We got a lot to talk about today.
We do, man. We do.
We got the Coyotes here coming up.
Yeah.
And if you are watching us, well, that's right. We don't do it live anymore. Never mind. I was going to say Barn Chirpers Hockey Podcast. Subscribe. Because we're doing that afterwards.
Though.
You should definitely subscribe, and you should subscribe to this channel too.
That's right. Barn Chirpers playlist, by the way, on this channel of all the podcast episodes. If you're live here with us on YouTube,
hey, that's me.
There we are.
Sorry, guys. As I always like to mention, I always got to make sure that it actually is live.
Yes.
All right, let's play this game.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Simulate. Oh yeah, Michael Bunting.
I know, right?
New Kane.
Steal of no.
Oh, but at least the Tarasenko deal hasn't gone down, so he's not officially there yet.
I know. I was hoping that the Ottawa thing would come true.
Yeah,
because I'm bummed that Kitty Cat's not there anymore.
Forced his way out.
Yeah, and it's like, wow, man. Fuck you,
Detroit.
And that's why it's like, man, you couldn't have even gone to Nashville.
I know, right?
You know, like, I don't know, man.
Somewhere that I'd be cool with getting better.
Yeah, like it's okay, cool. So the league wants Chicago and Detroit to be good again.
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, to be fair, Detroit's been on the up the right way. They've been building, and you know they've got pieces, and
yeah, you knew that would happen as soon as they hired Yzerman. That dude's a hell of a GM, man. I mean, he's
laggy to you.
Little bit, but
I wonder what's going on.
We're more talented than we were last year, so maybe
isn't jarring. No, well, as soon as I said something,
you know what? Giordano still laid a hit on Kucherov, though. So,
oh boy, here we go. This is going to end up not good. I don't know what to do because it's not going through the thing that it used to. So I don't know.
Oh. You know what it's like? Remember back in the day, Channel 99, you try to catch like the rumble and shit. That's kind of what it reminds me of a little bit.
Oh, or the adult film.
Yes, yes.
So that's not front.
Yeah, there was that too.
A lot
back before we all had smartphones in our pocket,
and you could see a boob, and you'd be like, "Yes,
I saw a pixelated nipple."
Oh,
Allmark.
That's right. Linus Hallmark.
Gross.
So the devs apparently are on the market for, well, not they're prepared to go with the goalies that they got. Oh, look, we got Domi back. But apparently, so rumor mill has Hellebuck or Jeremy Swayman coming our way.
Swayman makes a shit ton of sense. I would like to see Hellebuck. I've always liked that dude, and I mean he's fucking good.
He's lights out.
Yeah.
It was really the only thing missing in our playoff run. I mean, again, Schmid looked great.
Yes.
And I hate to put it all on him, but in the end, damn it, Dadonov. In the end, he was a rook this year.
Right.
And I would feel better about him going back to Utica and Vanny sliding to 1A.
Yep.
And then Hellebuck. Because, I mean, that might be the difference in us, beating the Canes.
It could be, dude. And, I mean, at this point, you kind of have your core, right? With Timo re-signed as well. So,
Timo, Bratt, both re-signed.
Yeah, man. So you could, I mean, realistically, if you want it, I mean, Winnipeg's made it clear they're retooling, they're rebuilding. So, I mean, what better thing to do than offer them? If you're the Devils, you're going to be a playoff team. You're not going to be picking super high in the first round. It's not going to be a lottery pick.
Right.
So why not send them a first, throw them some picks and bring Hellebuck in. It makes all the sense in the world to me. Swayman I like because he's younger, but then you have the dilemma of, you've got multiple young goalies, which I mean, again, isn't a bad problem to have. I just think it makes more sense. Like you were saying, put Schmid in Utica, you've got a guy that, proved himself to be decent, give him a little more seasoning. And then you've got Hellebuck, a veteran that you can rent for a year or two in the meantime.
I'm perfectly content because I think the remaining contract on Hellebuck is a year.
Yep.
So I am
so.
perfectly content with renting Hellebuck if it gets us at least in the cup.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Schmid's like a year away.
Yep. And there's no wrong. I mean, like you said, he was a rook this year. So the odds of him doing it. Stall.
God, that sucks for you guys.
Yeah, we've got a stall brother now.
Yeah. I don't remember which one. Was it one of the Florida ones?
Yeah.
Ugh, what the hell?
So I mean it's weird, man, because it's not the Flyers haven't made sexy moves because I mean we're the Flyers.
Right.
But I like what they've done,
Me
man.
too.
It's just like you kind of just round out the bottom of the roster. The draft. I love Michkov. You have the second best player, according to a lot of people, second, third best player in the draft falls to you at 7. He's an elite goal scorer, or projects to be. The Flyers have needed a sniper for, 20 fucking 30 years, dude. So, the closest thing we've had is Giroux, who, had 100-point season or two, but then he'd also have some where he'd get 70 and 80. And prime Giroux was great. I love Giroux. That's my guy. But, with Michkov, you'd have him from 21 on.
Mm-hmm.
And, from that point, he can be him and Cutter Gauthier. You've got a 1-2 punch right there that can carry you for 5 to 7 years. We've brought in a lot of goalies through the draft. So I think it's like they're clearly preparing for life without Carter Hart. I think if you can get a haul for him, I would still like to see Carter Hart back. But long term, when you've got 2-3 guys that the organization, or since we're talking hockey, organization, that the organization trusts, then that speaks volumes. And if you can unload a guy like Carter Hart and get something back to further your rebuild, you do it.
Oof, the power play.
Mark Stahl.
I really am surprised that Hart is still a Flyer.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not that the problem has been him, but the fact that he's a piece that people are looking for keeps right now.
Yeah, dude. And he'd be great for, I know we talk I know Ottawa just signed Christ, who was it? Corpy. Yep. Seattle was looking at him. There were a couple teams, Detroit too, I think. There would absolutely be a market for him, but I lost the puck there for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's where the
Yep, because I didn't know I had it when I hit the pass button.
The lag seems to have gotten better, but it's still just enough to be annoying.
Yeah.
Again, it's not going through the same thing it was going through before, so I don't know what this is about. I don't know how to fix it.
It's like sometimes it just wants to wig out because technology.
Yeah.
It's like that. My phone was doing that the other day, and I'm like, this phone is literally brand new. Like, what the fuck? It's not the old one. Oh, shit. No. I will pass to you.
Damn it. We're about to shit the bed on the power play again. But that is traditional Sharks hockey.
It is. We've got shots, though. I feel like we've been more, even despite the lag and stuff, I feel like we've been more productive with this. Oh, shit.
That almost went in.
Yeah.
Or at least it looked like it did. I'm not sure if it actually did.
You fuckers.
Also tell that I have not played in weeks.
I haven't either. My Xbox is in storage right now, although we've got Sean's. Hey, it's Landy Bobblehead night, everybody.
Nice.
I'm a sucker for that shit. I was watching a little bit of Phil's Orioles last night, and it was the O's broadcast, and they were like, there's a game in August where they're giving away an Eddie Murray 1983 World
Nice.
Series bobblehead, and I'm like, I want to go. I'm not even an Orioles fan, but I want to go. I'm weird. I'm a mark for shit like that. Like there was a Tides game I went to a few years ago, and it happened to be bobblehead night, and I had no idea until we got there, and they were just like, "Here's a bobblehead," and I'm like, oh, "Thank you."
Oof. Landy to the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the Yotes and think because of the laundry that cheeks, but I mean they've got a roster.
Yeah.
And that's why this fantasy draft is so fun, because teams like the Coyotes are viable. I mean, they've got Coots, Kucherov, and I think Turbo.
Turbo, and I think I saw Dougie.
Yeah, dude. So I mean, they've got Jesus.
I'm actually. We talked about this on Barn Trippers. Same 2 weeks ago, I guess. Same as I think it was the same one as Kitty Cat. That the Coyotes have had a decent offseason. I mean, they're not, I wouldn't necessarily call them viable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
respectable.
I don't think they're going to be the basement.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to put on they're going to have a quality hockey club.
Yeah, they're going to be deserving of playing in front of more than 5,000 people at least. So, which is saying something. Get it out.
The Ducks have done some things this offseason too.
They have. I'm still shocked that they passed on Adam Fantilli with the second pick in the draft and went Leo Carlson. And it's nothing against Leo Carlson. He's a fine defensive prospect, but Fantilli was one of those ones right there with Bedard and Michkov. It's like, I mean, of course Bedard was number one, right? We know that, but you always have those kind of other guys, and that's damn it. Fucking Robbie Fabry. Yeah. Oh, fuck you, Jakob Silfverberg.
I also can't tell if it might be the PlayStation. My guess is it's actually StreamYard.
Shit. Damn it. Fuck you, Leanish.
So apparently the Suns are changing unis again.
What?
Yeah. No official announcement yet. I've seen some leaks that are, basically mock-up ideas. I don't hate them. It looks like they're trying to modernize the Sunburst.
Okay. Now is this new primaries or is it an alternate?
New primaries.
Okay.
So, which I'm bummed out. Our primaries are good. I do love our primaries. So I don't know why we're doing that.
Yeah, I like you guys too. I think it's just probably because that's the era we grew up with. Like, if you're gonna try to modernize the Sunburst, like, I'm for that.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
I'd be curious to see it though, and see if the execution is, viable or not.
I'll say that the modifications that have been made, because I feel like it's been floated around for like at least a year. I've seen the mock-up, and each one seems to be a little bit better than the current one. I'm like, okay, I can see where I might like this. Okay.
And that's good, especially when you already like what your team's rocking anyway.
Jesus Christ, the Suns have made moves this offseason. Holy shit. We lose CP3, but we gain Bradley Beal.
Yeah, dude.
Like that. People are mad. They think that somehow we lost out on that. And it's like, how?
For real, dude. Bradley Beal's a fucking hell of a player that's just been...
Oh, you guys don't have a real point guard anymore. Okay, well, Book will play point.
Exactly.
Beal will play the two.
and it'll be okay. It'll be okay because Beal's going to come in with a chip on his shoulder because he's been fucking wasting away with the Wiz for years.
And he's much younger than Chris Paul.
Exactly.
39-year-old ass. And I mean, look, I love what he was able to do for us. Like, all right.
No clue how that happened, but cool. We'll tied it. Yeah.
Yep. We'll take it.
Way to go, Claude.
Thank you. Did they not show? They didn't show it. It's like, we don't know how it happened either.
Yeah, we'll just, okay, it's up there. Tie game. Shit.
I mean, we also signed Bol. Like, I'm not excited about Bol. Like, he's probably going to be our third string center. But
you get to say Bol.
Yeah. And I mean, we got Watanabe from Brooklyn. We signed him.
Yeah, dude.
We signed Bates Diop from not Sacramento, but San Antonio. Like, the
good depth pickups.
Exactly, which was the complaint on last year's team.
Exactly.
Whose team doesn't have any depth. And they didn't. That's why they got run off the court so much. And CP39 was part of that.
Yeah. CP39.
Look, man, again, he got us to the finals. I love him for that. He was a master that season. You hate to see him go just because he's so lovable.
For sure.
But it wasn't going to happen. He was playing entirely too much for a 39-year-old.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was willing to reduce his play time in order for the team to win.
Right. No, he still wanted to be out there and be a main reason why that it happened. And so you add that depth and you get younger with Bradley Beal too. And I love what they've done, man. We brought in Mo Bamba and we brought back Paul Reed, went into the luxury tax for Paul Reed to make Sixers fans happy because they love playoff Paul. But it's like, what's not getting us to the conference finals? Paul Reed.
Yeah, I know. Right?
But that's cool. You're happy we have him now. And James Harden was eating a bunch of burgers.
I saw that.
So yeah, dude.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Why not? Right? Do you, James Harden?
Jesus, what?
I'm not expecting a whole lot, dude. I don't remember where it was or what the format was, but Embiid basically came out and said in like an interview, it was like an on stage like format thing. And he basically was like, look, I just want to win a championship. I don't give a shit if it's in Philly or not. Like, I would love for it to be there, but that's my goal at the end of the day is to win one. I don't give a fuck where it is. And it's like, okay, so now
you're about to lose him too.
Right. Now that's out there. We already know how the NBA is, how they operate. So like once that thought's out there, that's when you start getting the tampering and everything else. And who knows what's going to happen from there. So, and that's always been my thing is as long as we've got Embiid, there's a guy there that is an MVP caliber player. I mean, reigning MVP this year. And I mean, didn't really play like it in that Boston series when it was most needed. And I will say that drives me nuts about him too. It's like you could just tell based off the body language in that seventh game that, it's like, okay, we're getting worked here. That is what it is. And I don't feel like if you're an MVP, that's the way it should be. I feel like you should probably be leading the fucking charge, and if you lose, so be it. But don't give up. I mean, it's cliche, but what the fuck? So I don't know, man. That's out there. I'm expecting like a fucking implosion in the next year or two.
Oh,
are
come
you
on.
serious?
12 seconds
Fuck
left.
off. At least we almost had a point.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Turbo.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
I blame this loss though I mean, it doesn't feel like the computer. This feels like at
circumstantial.
Least, I feel like half them having a squad, half the glitching.
Yeah, because I mean, it even despite the glitch, we played a good game. Yeah. I mean, we were hanging with them. Somehow Claude tied the game up, but it was going to go to overtime until
12 seconds left. Come on.
Yeah, until they pulled it out.
We still managed 20 shots and 20 hits.
So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't all bad.
We still played our game.
And we still went 0 for 1 on the power play.
That's Sharks all over. Oh boy. All right, so that's one down. Dang, it's already 6:20. It took longer than usual to play.
That could be because of the thing too, but it's all good.
We both got new coaches though this year.
Yeah, dude.
I definitely think coaching was part of our problem. Because well, somebody finally wants Nichushkin.
And it's Pittsburgh.
It's picks. A third rounder in 24, third rounder in 25.
Shit.
Oh, well.
You know what? I can just. Mike came loose, kids.
My
So
son managed to do this all the time somehow.
I know. I don't know. I'm rough on stuff. I like to manhandle. I would we definitely wanted to unload Nichushkin,
Right.
so that would be a plus. And giving him to a team like Pittsburgh, who we hate, would be even more of a plus.
Mm-hmm. We have picks that we can start using as assets now, instead of actual picks too.
Right, because we're fucking loaded.
Yeah.
You want to unload him? I mean, I'm good with. He's got. Fuck, man. I just remembered. Yeah, 7 years left. I think we should do it.
Except, get out of here.
Thank you, Pittsburgh.
Buchnevich upset.
Oh no.
All right, so let's
Anything
see.
but that.
How does our lines look? Where was he? Bunting, Domi, mystery guy. Look at that line.
Hell yeah, dude.
We're good.
Didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, we're good. All right, let's move on. Finally, unloaded Nichushkin.
Yes.
Watch him light it up.
Oh yeah, he'll be top 10 in goals in a month. Number 98.
Play game.
We don't get to look at that weird number anymore.
No, but I'm interested in basketball season because the Suns have like practically. Look, man, I don't know who the actual point guard is, but we have Ayton, we have Book, Durant, Beal as the starting five.
Filthy, man. Who did the Suns hire as coaching him?
Frank Vogel.
Frank Vogel, that's right.
That's right. He's like a center guy, which could be great for Ayton.
Ayton, absolutely. Yeah, I like that hire. And I like Monty Williams too, but he's
a nice dude, but he, for whatever reason, was putting old fuckface in there. I forget, we dealt him off in the Chris Paul trade, number 14. Why can't I remember his name? I was just so happy to get rid of him.
Was it Landry Shamet?
Yeah, Shamet. Mr. I'm going to go in and set fires with misses.
Yeah, I remember that fucker because he was a Sixer. I don't know if we sent him over in the Mikal Bridges trade. I don't think so. It was probably some. I'm still mad that, we sent him to you guys, and in return, there was another asset too that ended up being nothing. But Zaire Smith was our first rounder that year. And tell me how many times you've heard that name in your life.
This is the first time
outside of this conversation. So, I mean, it's just dude. Sixers. But I'm geeked for you guys, man. I mean, that's a hell of a squad, dude. And Frank Vogel, by all accounts, is a good coach. And sometimes that's all it takes is a fresh face to kind of, shuffle the deck a little bit, man. Get a fresh message in there. That's hard to say. That's like when the Birds fired Andy Reid. I didn't want Andy Reid to go, but It was time, and I know Monty's been there for a while,
a good couple years. Like he guided us out of the shithole,
right?
And so again, forever happy that he figured that out. But I think I think it was like a little bit of just the like Book and Chris Paul like willing it into existence.
Yep.
Right players, right time.
Yeah.
But he wasn't willing to make the changes.
Shit.
Like I said, like for whatever reason, this playoffs, like Shemet had one good playoff game. And like Shemet kept seeing the fucking court, and I'm like, but what is he doing?
Yeah.
When he gets there, nothing.
Yeah, maybe let him try to work his way out of the slump in practice, not in the game. In the
like,
playoffs.
Cats like a Kogi are going out there having solid outings, rebounds, defense, and not getting to see the court. It's
yeah.
Like,
yeah. Does he have nudes of the owner or something, Shemet, that we don't know about?
The joke in the Suns Reddit is that Monty once said that Shemet's the kind of guy that he'd let his daughter date, or I think marry. It's like, cool, but that doesn't get us dubs.
Yeah,
and we needed them. But so basically, he just you kind of said it. Like he wasn't willing to shuffle the deck. He wasn't willing. Like he didn't know how to manage the game.
Right.
And that really bit us in the ass against the Mavs last year, and then this year against the Nuggets.
Right.
Although I'm pretty proud of how well the boys played against the Nuggets.
Yeah,
they played them the best out of any of the teams.
Right, and they ended up being the champions. So I mean, realistically, that can kind of be a measuring stick too. There's no shame in losing to the eventual champions.
Yeah.
So I mean, whether or not it still feels kind of weird just being our age saying the Denver Nuggets won an NBA title.
Yep.
But I don't know. It's also kind of cool. I would have rather it been, for fuck, dude, 3 years we've been talking about Sun Sixers.
I know, man.
So, and I think that in typical Philly fashion, we're going to be the ones to.
This is going to kill me.
Fuck you, McLeod. In typical Philly fashion, I think we'll be the ones to not hold up our end of the deal because you guys are going to be a fucking powerhouse.
We went out and retooled. You guys did not.
No, we paid. We went to the luxury tax for Paul Reed because Sixers Twitter was upset, and so and James Harden likes Trill burgers as we talked about. So we did hire Nick Nurse though. So there's
the sexy pick, and I mean, like clearly, I remember being geeked when you guys got Doc, thinking like he was the missing piece, and clearly, Doc has done nothing since leaving Boston. So, like, I think we can officially take that dude off the table as like some great coach,
as a savior, yeah. And because I think we even talked about it on air. It's like the fuck, dude, Doc Rivers. I mean, you got a championship coach, but I remember seeing somewhere too that. I don't remember the exact record, but Doc's record in elimination games is like game sevens is fucking horrible. And I mean, it makes sense. I mean, hell, there's multiple of them that he lost in Philly alone. I mean, and that's been the thing. It's like, man, we haven't even been like the Buffalo Bills where you get there and you shit yourself. Like we can't even get to the conference finals. And it fucking sucks, dude. And I keep going back to the year that, fucking Kawhi hit that shot. That was going to be our year.
Yeah.
Because that was the year that we went out and made a smart I mean, Jimmy Butler, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, look what he did in Miami this year. That guy was the heart and fucking soul of that team. And you have him with Embiid, and it was beautiful. And I think if Kawhi didn't hit that shot, then things end differently, but then again, as Coach Austin at Kickertown would have said, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, it'd be Christmas every goddamn day. So it's just frustrating, man, because it feels like, oh fuck, I thought you were ahead of me. God damn it, my bad.
Don't worry, Annie Rance has got it.
Yes. It feels like the Sixers window's closed. Or closing, I should say.
You still have everybody right now.
Yeah.
But because Rumor Mill actually has, I can't even remember what the deal was, but like Embiid ending up with us.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That would, I mean, look, if he's going to go anywhere, I enjoy him, brother. I mean, I love the guy. There was a stretch there where it was like, he might be my favorite Sixer of all time. I don't know, either him, Chuck, or I mean, of course, Iverson, but I love me some Embiid, man. but much like Doc, you're a player, you're the MVP. You've got to show up in elimination games too, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's kind of where it's at, is just, how many times can you see Embiid with the same shitty body language before it's just like, all right, we've seen this movie before. We know how it ends. And it sucks because it's like you felt for a while like it was, or at least now, like, okay, we got the Birds and we've got the Sixers we can have hope with. And no, it's not now. It's the Birds and the Phils. I mean, the Phillies are entrenched in the wild card race. I mean, the Braves are obviously running away with the East.
Yeah.
But which is gross. But I mean,
seven straight losses and they're still up by 11.
I know, dude.
God.
Like, what the fuck? How?
Well, it doesn't help that we stink this year.
Yeah, and I mean, we beat the O's last night. I mean, the Phils are good. I mean, we paid Trey Turner a shit ton of money for him to suck. Rob Thompson's like, we're gonna sit him.
What the fuck?
Fucking icing.
No, it's been a frustrating baseball year. The Mets are like not out, but like they might as well be, like that kind of thing.
Mathematically still in the picture. They're in the hunt part of the graphic.
Right. And it's like, I mean, as long as they can stay alive, if they can somehow get in, like I like. Ooh,
oh shit. Ghost
with the breakaway.
Hell yeah.
Unassisted. I like our chances, but in order for that to happen, so Scherzer hasn't exactly been lights out. Like he got caught cheating earlier in the year.
Right.
And then he missed some time for injuries. And then what's his nuts from Verlander has just been looking his age. It's like I didn't expect much from him, but he is the number 2 guy and we paid a lot for him. So you hope
he was still good enough in
ball.
Yeah, he was still good enough in the fucking World Series against us.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the fucking story of the Mets, man. Like, this whole season, it's been if the pitching has it together, then the hitting is completely silent.
Yeah.
If the bats are going, then the pitchers are bringing out their gas cans.
Yeah, and I think it sucks, man, because I feel like the Mets, like we talk about, Detroit in hockey, how the league's better when certain leagues are better when certain teams are good. And I do think baseball is better when the Mets are relevant. And it was so cool last year when you had Edwin Diaz and, the trumpet, him coming out of the bullpen and shit. As much as I don't like the Mets, it's kind of like the command skins. It's like, if it's got to be somebody other than us, let it be them. I'm tired of the Braves. The Braves are already... they went through that stretch in the 90s or whatever where all they did was win the division.
Yeah.
And it feels, that wasn't the case. They were shit for a while. And it feels like that's the same thing again.
It's going to be them in world. Like they didn't go to 4 straight like the Bills and they won one against Cleveland, but they would go and lose. Like that was the thing. They lost to Toronto. They lost to Minnesota. They lost to the Yanks twice, I believe.
I think so, yeah. They were always the bridesmaid.
Yep. And, I mean, they just won one, damn it.
Yeah. And it's like they seem to be damn near unstoppable again.
Again, it's hard to be mad at a team for, like, they did it the right way. They didn't go out and buy a bunch of players,
like we did.
But, man, I hate their guts.
I know, dude. I know.
I hate the Braves.
I know. I can't stand them. And it's like, what the fuck? Fuck you, McKinnon.
Markstrom's got a Markstrom. Why, man?
I know. He's having a Markstrom night. It's like that hasn't happened consistently in a while. And I guess this is his night where he's like, yeah, let's just dabble around with this real quick. Which makes me wish that who's our backup now? It's escaping me.
Lindgren,
that's right. Yeah. Maybe Charlie Lindgren's in next game, hopefully. This is the spot where naturally you would go to him.
Yeah. I'm frustrated because like we've played well and you know we've got it knotted up and it's like cool. Maybe we can skate away with a point.
Yeah.
And now
a fucking blue line shot gets deflected by Nate McKinnon, because of course it does. And Antti Ranta is Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Patrick Laine, I love you, but ew, they got him at number 30. I don't like that.
All right, so we're at 6:35. Looks like we may not get a third game in. So we have to talk about this because this has happened since we last met. Bojack.
Dude, so okay, we haven't. V actually just brought it up 2 nights ago. She's like, we haven't watched Bojack since the move. Bojack is going to be happening at some point this weekend. We are in. She's already seen it,
Right.
I'm in season 3.
Ooh.
And to be honest, when she gets here, she'll probably be able to tell you exactly where we're at because my memory is not the best. I'll watch something and be super into it and not retain it for shit. Same thing happens when I read. Like I'll read a book and be like, this is the greatest thing ever. And then
Delayed penalty. Fuck.
Yep. So
Perfect time for
yeah,
that.
of course. Back on the PK. Handsome ass Miles Wood.
That
it would
the
be
new Av.
exactly.
That was our playoffs with him. I never wanted to see him on the ice because of that. I was like, get him the hell out of here.
Yeah. All he's doing is helping them. So let me ask you this, because
Sure.
I wanted to text you this while we were watching an episode, and I went on a fucking tirade, but I remembered you guys were on vacation, and I was like, he's with his family on a vacation. I don't want to ask him what his thoughts on Mr. Peanut Butter are. But yeah, dude, where are you at with him? Also keep in mind that, I mean, you've seen the whole series, so
Right.
I don't know character arc, what's on the other side yet.
What's crazy about Mr. Peanut Butter is like it's easy to like hate him because
Yes,
of
it
his
is.
positivity, but like I find myself kind of akin. I'm out of anybody, I'm Todd, but like
I love Todd, dude.
but like there is like a positivity that Mr. Peanut Butter has that I am part of. And that show doesn't work without Mr. Peanut Butter. I'll tell you that much.
It doesn't. You're 1,000% right. And see, here was my Mr. Peanut Butter experience. First episode, I was like, I love him because here's the way my 9-year-old brain works. I fucking love peanut butter. So if you give me a character named Mr. Peanut Butter, my brain automatically goes, like him. And it's not even the positivity thing with me because I try to, do the PMA and, sometimes it be tough when life throws you knuckleballs, you know what I mean? But you try to generally be positive. I don't even know that it's that with him as much as it's just, here's the vibes I get from Mr. Peanut Butter. And I'm just going to throw this name at you with zero elaboration. Tim Tebow.
Okay.
Just
so minus the Jesus.
Yeah, only remove Christ from the situation. And give him Diane, I guess. Who I like. But it's almost like, and I don't, God damn it. Fuck you, Luke Kunin.
We got fucked by the glitch there.
I definitely in this game for sure. We held our own against Arizona. This one feels like it's definitely.
I don't think we're playing game 3 just because of the glitch.
Yeah,
we're not going 0-3 tonight.
Yeah, right. 0-2 is a little more redeemable than fucking 0-3. I think that's it for me with Mr. Peanut Butter. It's just like I've always been weary of people that are almost like Chick-fil-A employees.
Mm-hmm.
How many motherfuckers have you killed? Like I love positivity and good vibes. I do. But I think there's a threshold where it's like if you cross it, it almost seems like you have something to hide. And that's kind of the vibe I get from Mr. Peanut Butter. Like, that's what I thought about Tim Tebow forever. Like, you're blessed and humble to be a Jet, and Katy Perry's singing you the Peacock song, dedicating it to you during the Super Bowl, and you go, that's thoughtful. Like, dude, Katy Perry wants to have sex with you, and you're saying that's thoughtful. Like, please just sleep with her. Like, I mean, Jesus, dude. Like, there's no way you're that virtuous, okay? I think that's kind of where I'm at with Mr. Peanut Butter, is like, it's just not possible, man.
I love the bit in season 1. Oh, I thought you were already.
That
I thought
was
you'd
my
come back.
dumbass.
Yeah, but I thought you'd come back. That like I slowed down. Or I saw you coming back, I guess.
I just not in time.
The PB&J bit, and like he keeps trying to force PB&J peanut butter and jelly because of I'm Mr. Peanut Butter. He's like, that's see, it's wordplay.
Yeah,
it's not wordplay. Like I don't know. The show doesn't work without him, but I also completely get what you're saying.
I will say I love his ringtone. Mr. Peanut Butter.
Who's that dog? That's his theme song from the show.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know, man. It absolutely, though, you're right. It's because he helps make the fucking show. But because she asked me, she was like, well, who's your favorite character? And I was like, honestly, I think I go Todd. Yeah.
Todd.
I also really like Princess Carolyn.
Wow, we got like outshot. We got like
yeah, this
not
was
a typical us game.
Easily our worst game this season for sure, because they beat the hell out of us.
Well, folks, Corey and I are going to continue talking Mr. Peanut or not Mr. Peanut Butter, BoJack, just not on air because I can't deal with this. I don't like putting out subpar product. So
and losses.
Jesus, I can't stand the losses. So we will see you all next week.
Boom.